of the relationship we haven't grieved out, like a role reversal, or just that the relationship was so complicated, or we just never got a certain experience from that parent, whoever it was. Until that's dealt with, those anniversary reactions will be harder on us, And so all that anniversary reaction, if we struggle with them, is telling us is there's work to do. But it's only going to make us feel better. It's not going to make us feel worse. And so that each passage through that anniversary, we do reach a point where it's like, oh, I can't believe this. I almost didn't remember it this year. It was like a blip on the screen. Usually the whole week before, I'm like holding on for dear life, and I didn't even remember it till like a couple days before, and then I got distracted, and then the day was here, and I was okay. That means you did the work. You see, the mind God created this way, has a natural gravitation towards healing and resolution and tying up loose ends and closure. We're healing beings because we are fallen beings. So if there's fallenness, there has to be healing. And so we should naturally move towards healing and work this healing theme into our spiritual life. This is very important, you see. And so an anniversary reaction. And sometimes we could have an anniversary reaction over tough months. So let's say there was a month in our family's history that was particularly tough. Maybe it was August of 1997. I'm just pulling dates. Where just painful things happened. Maybe our parents divorced. Maybe we lost a home. Maybe it was just a bad month for the family. That alone can create an anniversary reaction where I noticed, I couldn't figure it out for 10 years. Finally, now that I know this stuff, I figured it out. Why every August I become anxious. I become high-strung. I'm uptight. I'm restless. And then as soon as the calendar flips to September 1st, I'm fine, I remember one person said. Well, because August was a tough month. There was a bunch of losses for the family in that month. Where there's a divorce, there's often a change of home, and it starts a ripple effect of change. And then once they started to work through that and process that, sure enough, the next August was much more gentle. And they were more relaxed. Or maybe it just got them for a few days. And each pass got better and better. And so that's our life. We have to iron out the wrinkles of fallenness in our life, so to speak. You see? And so I could probably go on and on with examples. And so one of the reasons why it works this way is because memory, memory is such a beautiful thing. It's a powerful thing. And it can also be a painful thing, right? And especially during the holidays. There's what's that song? It's Somewhere in My Memory that plays. Is that the name of it? The words of the song, it plays a lot on the radio at this time. It's a very powerful song that a lot of people have a response to. That's not the name of the song, but those are the words in it. So I'll have to figure that out before I leave here. Anyways, so we have two kinds of memory, and this is really helpful to know in our lives. We have implicit memory and we have explicit memory, right? And this is going to teach you how anniversary reactions work, why we can get laid low by things we're not consciously aware of. So explicit memory is our conscious memory. It's our declarative memory. I can readily access it, and I can verbalize it, and I can talk about it, right? Explicit memory. I remember what I did last night, and I remember hopefully what I have to do later today, and it's our conscious memory. But the implicit memory, there's kind of two parts to implicit memory. There's emotional memories and there's procedural memory. And now you start to see how implicit memory can really be a source of a lot of things for us. So implicit memory, we're not conscious of it. It's there, but we can't access it readily, and we can't articulate it, but we feel it. And so implicit memory is very powerful. We can feel what's there, but we can't articulate what's there because it's unconscious. But it can drive our life. It can become a major motivational source in our life, sometimes in good ways, sometimes in not so good ways, right? And so part of when we've been through some really painful experiences in our life or from long ago, sometimes change and healing doesn't really happen till we've cracked open the implicit memory, And, just to an implicit memory can be triggered. So, for example, if I have things stored away in my implicit memory, which probably we all do, when I encounter anything in the present that reminds me of that, it's going to create the emotions again. And sometimes I feel like I'm reliving something, but I can't articulate it. Why during certain situations do I have this reaction, but I can't put words to it? Why do I struggle certain times of year? Well, the trigger is the calendar date.